Hey, you guys, what is going on? So, I did a live feed last night and you guys saw me do my bedtime routine. I actually have a video that I'm going to be putting up as soon as this live feed is done, showing you what I do in a hurry in the morning. Just very, very quick, very, very fast. So, I'm going to quickly send this over to people to say, hey, you can come and talk to me if you want, whatever, I don't care. I do just kind of share it with my friends. And if you notice, this is really, really red, but it is much smaller than it was yesterday, and that is because I used my Zit Zapper from e.l.f. I'll be using that again, so I'm just going to kind of quickly, I've washed my face, and I'm going to be prepping my face pretty soon, and we can go from there. So, lavaba and side out. Um, let's see. With that being said, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my Zit Zapper formula on here. Now I've already brushed my teeth and washed my face. Again, that is going to be in the quick video here in a second. This shit burns. And then I'm not doing like a full face of makeup today. There's no way I'm going to have time for that. So I'm going to be very, very quick. I'm going to try to cover this at least, do some foundation and some powder, a very simple one color eyeshadow, no liner, because I don't want to mess with my eye today. I'm going to grab quickly two things. So I'm going to grab my little unicorn essence here. I'm going to drop it upon my face. And yes, use my hands, rub it in. And the only reason I'm even doing makeup today, honestly, is because of this reason right here. I don't want to cover it up. Now I will show you guys real quick. No, I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. No, my hair is actually turning silver, which is what I wanted it to do. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see this over here back there. It's awesome. Usually, like how I do this is after toning my hair, I use purple shampoo and I leave it in for like 5 or 6 minutes and then rinse it out and do the same thing with the conditioner. And that helps. Okay, so once that's in, I'm going to put my primer on. Okay, now this is a pretty much, it is from e.l.f. and it is a aqua primer mist. Obviously, it's like a water mist. I use it for my primer and as well as a setter and a refresher. Right. So right now we're going to go in and we are going to start to cover this red spot here. I'm using my color corrector bowl. This is a green. I have a freaking bug on my wall. That's real nice. We're getting bugs again, it looks like. That's awesome. Not. What was that?
Am I pissing you off, Papa?
If you guys know where that's from, me and you could be cool. If you don't know where that's from, you need to. So all these little red spots, mainly around like my nose and my cheeks and all of that, we are going to cover. One thing I have learned with my face when I first wake up, I am very hot for some reason when I first wake up. And then after washing my face, I'm still like, I get really hot. Um, and sometimes I have to really take on the color corrector to cover most of the redness, the big parts that I'm concerned with, because it's like it starts to heat and melt and it's horrible. So it's not always a good thing. So I'm going to take my blender brush here. I'll really work that in. I just really want that red to be covered. As much as possible. And that's my problem. So I'm going to use my own body heat to melt this on. That should work, hopefully. If not, we'll do a lot of concealing. A lot of concealing. So I'm going to take my True Match in Sand Beige. I had to think of what color it was. And we're just going to, whoops, I missed a spot. I'll get that in a second. I'll blend it all together. I was so worried about this right here that I didn't pay attention. That's typical when I'm in a hurry. I literally have maybe 30 minutes before I need to be out the door. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with my foundation in circular motions. Now, one thing I've learned, and I didn't do this a while ago, was that if you put directly on your color correcting spot, wherever your color corrector is at, it actually helps it blend a little bit better and cover. A lot of people don't always do that, but okay, so that's not covering. Unfortunately, it's not covering completely and it still looks green. I'm really gonna have to cake this on today. And I don't want to do that because I'll have to use do as much of it as I possibly can. So, see, it didn't do anything, and that's the problem. Is my face is super super hot that the product melts and it just doesn't look right when it's like super red. I will use my awesome concealer that I have. And work with it and just kind of build up the product and cover it. And I'll add more foundation. Again, I just want to, I'm not going to cover the texture of it. I just want to cover that color of red no matter what I do. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And as you can see, I mean, it worked a little, not much. I mean, there's really nothing else I can do. I can't really keep caking that on. At this point, I mean, there's really nothing else I can do. I've tried to cover it the best I can. It's just way too red. So I'm basically going to set this now using my powder, which is the mirror that I've been using, which is a True Match Number N3, Natural Buff is what it is. It's a neutral shade, apparently. And this just helps kind of blur out any imperfections, or it's supposed to. And I've noticed that it does kind of work with me. We're gonna flip this back over. Like I said, I mean, I've noticed that it blurs me out. I'll take pictures later. There's just nothing I can do anymore about that. It's sad. As my body warms up and heats up, it continues. And I mean, it will continue to melt. And just one more time. That's great. I'm just going to flip this back over and do what I just did. I just felt like I needed to try one more time. I don't know why. It's a little bit better, but again, it's not perfect, which nothing's ever perfect anyway. But as long as it somewhat works. Okay. I'm going to wash that in a minute. Now I gotta put these on so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm not doing my eyebrows today. I'm gonna just kind of brush through them. I'm not doing an eyeliner. I just want, hold on, let's see. Pants are falling. Pants are falling. We're going to grab this palette and we're going to grab this. And we're going to grab our blush. Okay, so I'm just doing, like I said, something very quick, very, very simple. We're not doing this contour issue. We're not doing highlighting and contouring. This is just a very simple, quick, I'm out the door shortly kind of look. So I'm just going to use some eyeshadow primer, which is my little color workshops that I got it for Christmas from my sister. So if she ever sees this, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm going to be using my smoky palette from LA Colors that I got. I'm just going to use pretty simple color here. I am going to use a fluffy brush to apply and work into everywhere. If I can find it, because I don't know where it went. That's not the fluffy. This is an angled one. It works. This is what happens when you're in a hurry. So I'm just going to be using basically just a very light color, which is right here. It's not white. It's a very, 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 very light pink. And I'm going to load this up and just start applying this to my lid. On both sides. Now, here's my thing. It's a very shiny color. I'm probably going to have to add another color to this, and I didn't want to, but we'll make it very, very quick. Okay. Normally, I do this first because I know what it's like. So I'm just going to use a dark brown, a matte color. And just kind of apply on the outside. And that's just to add a little color to something simple. And of course, we're going to blend it in as we're working it. So it's just on the outer corner. We're not really going too deep into the crease because we're not doing crease cuts or anything today. But I think you kind of get my point where it's just a little, we want it to be a softer hint of color. So we're really going to work it in, and we're going to grab another brush here. If I can find it, and kind of blend it in together. And I just kind of go over it really, really quick and just make sure that we can work it out and soften up any edges that are too harsh. Because I have glasses on today, so no one's really going to be able to notice. So that's why I said I'm not worrying about contour or anything. And then I'm going to take my other brush here and wipe away any fallout that may have happened. We're going to quickly add a little color to our cheek. I'm using the Tarte Feisty Blush. Looks like this. We are grabbing our blush brush. And this on the apples of our cheek. We're just going to kind of pat this in and draw up. It's just a little color so we don't look all weird. That's just a little color. It's all we need. And let's see. We're done with that. I know. It's time to go. Let's see. I am looking for something just simple to put on. You know what? I'm just going to quickly put on this lip gloss. My other gloss is in the truck, so that is all we're going to do there. And my mother was like, I just restarted the dryer. I left some stuff in there last night because I completely forgot about it. I was so tired. Just didn't think. Okay, so then just so you guys can see, my hair is silver. I don't really have much time to do much of anything with my hair. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere too special. I'm just picking up my special person, and we have to go do some things. So this is going to be just fine the way it is. And I'm going to go ahead and put it back up just so I can get ready. I'll pull it down once I'm done. And yeah, so that is how I do very, very quick out the door in like 30 minutes. My timer just went off, so it's perfect. I'm going to throw my clothes on, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.